right. Hello, Luca. Hello, Zarmagus. Hello, Chi. Welcome back to Rose Guns Days. Last time, Leo is back, bitches. Woo! Finally! And so is Zell, which is great, yet tragic. I still can't believe Miguel lived, but fucking Oliver died. Son of a bitch. I am still not over Oliver's death. That is really crushing me. Like, oh god. And we also met young Jeanne, finally, and I can use this stream title finally and actually be relevant to the stream. Alright, so with that said, let's get back into it. Load. That's right, we have to start way back in page 1. Because we used up all the save slots. We've got to rescue Madame Rose! This is the thing that everyone said last time. The save program always does this, I don't know why. Club Primavera, Castle of Beautiful Women. 3 years have passed, but it was still clearly the untarnished center for nighttime entertainment. At night, they were open for business. But during the day, everyone was asleep. The world of ladies of the evening as day and night flipped. So the early morning was their off time.
Oh, that takes me back. 3 years ago feels like yesterday.
I do know about that. Welcome to the stream, by the way, new person. I can't read your name. Yeah, I'm just trying to block that out of my mind. That friggin' thing. I think it's a disservice to the fans, honestly, that thing. But right now, we're here to talk about Rose Guns Days. But, yeah. That's my hot take. With the information we know now. Yeah. Oh, you agree with me. Okay, good. Yeah, I hope, I don't know if Japanese fans are just as mad about that as Western ones. Honestly, I think it's really just such a dumb thing to do. The one I'm most mad about is Satoko, especially after Ghost Sotsu. But I can't imagine people who have shipped Keiichi with Rena and Mion for years like that. Seriously. Anyway, let's get back to Rose Guns Days. That's a depressing topic.
Nothing's changed at all. Or apparently not.
My golden truth is that I don't consider that canon in my golden truth. When he approached the club, formidable-looking men started pouring out of the many black cars parallel parked in front of the club.
I'm glad to see business is doing well.
Oh, hello, Guppy Force. Welcome to the stream.
Doesn't look like they're having any trouble finding bodyguards. Hey, you. This is an establishment for wealthy gentlemen. Run along home. There's no place for someone as obviously penniless as you.
Oh my god! Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'd like to meet with Madame Rose. Is she here? Why? Are you looking for Madame Rose? We didn't kill her.
The men's expression suddenly grew dark.
Well, I know the circumstances. Madame Rose's hiding place is an absolute secret. Looks like they'll show no mercy to someone trying to find it. Rose should be off working about now, right? I was hoping she'd get me some food. Or what? You're saying she's so popular I need a reservation?
Oh, Leo. Oh, Leo.
What's this guy talking about? Are you drunk? Hey, it's the bosses!
Fuck you! Fuck you! I am holding up 2 middle fingers to the screen right now. Fuck you so much. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I want you to die painfully. Fuck you.
Ah, now there's an unexpected guest.
Hey there, Maurice.
What are you doing in a place like this? Picking on the kids?
Oh, I'm the one being picked on. Please help me.
Fools! Who do you think this is?
Just a retired wholesale crepe seller.
What's going on, Maurice? He's back. Looks like he finally grew legs.
Leo! Leo! Oh gosh darn it, it's Leo. Nice suit. Have you gotten a bit fatter?
At least call me Pleasantness Stale, you old dog.
Cyrus hugged him tight with his bear-like arms. By this point, the ones Maurice called fools were starting to remember Leo. How could they forget Leo? A second later, and these scary men would have thrown me out.
Oh, don't take it the wrong way. There's a lot of guys that joined up since you left. Still, even if they don't know your face, I'll bet there ain't one of them who doesn't know your name.
Hello, Mystery Theater. Welcome to the stream.
Everyone, listen up. He's our lifelong honorary advisor. The legendary man of the Night of Roses and Guns and Days. Leo motherfucking Shichigami has returned.
That's Leo. Oh crap. I yelled, hey you, and Leo called me. Seriously, he's Leo, the legendary man. I wish he'd made that announcement inside the club. I prefer women squealing to men muttering to each other.
Sorry about that.
Is Rose here?
Lots happened. And Rose isn't hiding at the moment. I'll fill you all in on the details later. Won't you come with us, Leo? We're about to meet up with Richard and have breakfast. I'm sure Richard will be glad when he hears you're back. By the way, he might have turned slightly crazy, so just keep that in mind.
What?
Never mind. Hop in, babyface.
I see you're the same old heel face.
Leo. Oh, I read all the stories in that paper about the country you went to. I hear they succeeded in achieving their independence. Congratulations. Of course, half the kills were probably yours with your ungodly demon powers.
The accomplishment isn't mine. They're the ones who won their independence. All I did was fulfill my promise to help at long last.
Does this mean your war is completely over and done with?
Pretty much. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, there's a typo. It doesn't feel so bad.
Hey, this is you, after all. You must have taken a valorous part in it, yes?
Well, I got a huge medal from the president. It's not very good, though. No chocolate inside. That's motherfucking Leo.
Oh, Leo. You and your jokes. It really takes me back and makes me feel at ease. When did y'all get back? I heard the fighting itself ended long ago.
Well, there were war buddies and old friends there. It was too comfortable. Summer was over before I knew it. I returned today.
Actually, it was yesterday. He spent the night at Jeanne's house, listening to at least some of what had happened in 3 years. Another typo.
Oh, what about your baggage?
What, did you want some souvenir from the South?
That wasn't my intent. This is you, after all. You must have chosen some cheap lodgings at random. You are, after all, an advisor to the family that represents City 23. It wouldn't look good on us if we didn't supply you with suitable lodgings for your rank. James! Found the best suite in the best hotel.
Yes, boss. Hey there, James. Your watches get more luxurious every time I see you.
There weren't many men who noticed that. Even in this sense, James could see Leo hadn't lost his edge.
Understood, Richard. I will prepare the best suite, one fitting for honorary advisor Shishigami.
Leo, any hotels y'all prefer? After all, we are the kings of City 23. We will happily supply a suite in whichever hotel you like. Hey, you got nothing to gain by hesitating.
Eventually, several items of food, too luxurious to be called breakfast, are brought in. Dang, look at that bread. Ooh. I'm sorry, it's awfully low class of me, but I can't help but love the free bread at restaurants. Like, whenever a restaurant has free bread, ooh, I love that stuff so much. Especially when I used to go to Macaroni Grill back in America. They had the free bread with the olive oil dip. And they fried some pepper in the olive oil, and they let you dip the bread in. Ooh, it felt so good. I love it so much. No matter what, I always got the make your own pasta there, though. I got with the freaking oven roasted garlic. Tastes beyond incredible. Now I'm making myself hungry late at night. God damn it. They probably intended to celebrate Leo's return, even though it wasn't midday yet. Many expensive bottles were set out.
Leo, this is all to celebrate the end of your war. Please don't hold back.
Oh my god, Guppy Forts, especially if it's garlic bread, yes. She knows what I'm talking about.
Enjoy it to the fullest.
Richard clapped his hands and a group of ladies of the evening appeared. Apparently they didn't intend to make Leo drink from a glass poured by a man. The women were all off-duty people they managed to scrounge up. Normally they'd be in a bad mood to be summoned so early in the morning. But this was the legendary Leo. Immediately, the restaurant was filled with the shrill cheers and bewitching voices of women. He thought for a moment that this might be annoying to the other guests, but apparently that wouldn't be a problem. After all, formidable-looking men had already chased out all the other customers, reserving the whole restaurant. It was as though the people had evaporated, leaving their half-eaten meals behind. Oh.
Sorry, miss. To make you fill glasses so early in the morning.
Saying at Leo. I've never seen the rooms of a suite. Hey, why don't you show me around?
Well, dang. Charm to women after 3 years are even more potent than alcohol.
Oh, Leo.
Is Rose here? What about Stella and Meryl?
Oh, X-nay on the LST. X-nay on the LST. I guess you haven't heard. You truly did come at a good time. It's the same as it was 3 years ago. You appeared during a truly difficult period for Primavera.
Even though Leo had heard a bit about it from Jeanne, he asked him what had happened during those 3 years. So this time, Richard and the others told him about the soy sauce war 2 years ago and the attacks 1 year ago.
So, Meiji-san did that, huh?
I didn't want to believe it either. But it is a fact. Corroborated by the most trustworthy source possible. My good friend Gabriel Cabaraya.
Can you trust these secret conversation letter things? This doesn't smell right to me.
Major had the American Military Information Department investigated, and they confirmed them to be absolutely genuine.
If true, that's pretty decisive.
Yeah, those GDS boys really are terrible. We gotta avenge Stella's on a Yuji-kun. It really ticks me off when they act like our Japan belongs to them.
I see.
They still refuse to man up and admit to those incidents. At this rate, if we allow them to attack without retribution, we won't be able to protect the unity of our countrymen. To protect our countrymen, we will rise up against anyone, no matter how powerful they may be. GDS has joined forces with Ba Shan Bang. Bong. We want to duke it out with them. We need a military force of equal strength.
Makes sense.
Of course, with you involved, we'll need a lot less people.
I was wondering why the city was so full of disreputable types.
Jeanne had already told him. In the past year, City 23 had been scrounging up thugs and hoodlums from other cities in the countryside. Of course, public safety had grown worse. On top of that, the occupying forces were in bed with Primavera. No one would try to crack down on the hoodlums employed by Primavera.
Not at all. They are reliable comrades, standing at the brunt and protecting our countrymen. After all, there ain't no shortage of former soldiers looking for work. These are people struggling for money and day labor jobs. If y'all ask, you can find as many as you need.
Sounds like cannon fodder to me that you're taking advantage of.
What?
Nothing. Scrounging them up is fun and all, but won't that take a lot of money?
Well, pretty much. But we're rolling in dough if y'all can't see. That's something y'all need to worry about, Leo. Of course, if we want to fight for our countrymen, their resolve alone is not enough. They stand at the brunt, but they can only do that with support from the home front. Richard. It's business. Please excuse me for a moment. Enjoy yourself.
A bunch of men had just timidly entered the restaurant, clutching briefcases as though their lives depended on them. Perhaps to avoid disturbing Leo, Richard guided them to a table at the far back of the restaurant.
What's that?
That'd be our support from the home front.
Business, huh?
Strictly speaking, no. That's goodwill on their behalf. It's not like anyone else tried that 3 years ago. Am I right? Hey, Leo, no one else ever did that. Right? 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 Right now, Primavera ain't the good old at home place it used to be. We're different from how we were when we gathered together around a small table, stuffing our faces with pasta.
It looks like it.
Madam Rose's ideals, leadership to protect and guide our countrymen. During these 3 years, Richard had pushed forward in search of those things.
I'm fully aware of that now. I can totally understand how Richard worried and what he thought after losing Stella and Yuji-kun.
It's true. It's a pretty cold sight to look at.
In the back table, the briefcases brought in by the fearful men were being inspected. Of course, they were filled with stacks of bills. Disreputable-looking men snatched them away and started counting them.
It's support money.
Happy to help. It's not exactly how they look.
Leo. Now remember, we're a mafia. That's what mafia do. On the battlefield, no one happily signed up to serve. Well, I mean, in our country anyway. In America, they did. None of them wanted to go to war. But for the sake of the country, everyone shared in the burden.
I see. So they're sharing in the burden too.
Sorry, I said that in Cyrus' voice for some reason.
So they're sharing in the burden too.
This time, formidable-looking men carrying briefcases came stamping forward. One after another, they proudly showed Richard the contents of those briefcases.
How's that, consigliere, dude? Like, look at those stocks. I'm like so talented. Like, totally, brah.
Well done. I'm surprised you managed to gather so much from such reluctant people.
Like, whether it's collecting money or knife work, no one could top me. Like, totally!
Still, Tequila-san isn't going for the daughter a bit overboard? Hey, once Aniki sinks his fangs into his prey, he never lets go.
Sure! Yeah! Whatever! When I sink my fangs into them, like, they don't get away until I swallow them whole. Like an anaconda. Like, totally! Oh! Don't tell me he's to regulate your pasta gatherings, too.
Oh, that Tequila Matoba. He's crazy, but he's good at collecting money. Sort of like that Miguel fella that totally should have died, but didn't for some reason.
Wasn't that your job?
Oh, man. Oh, that's a good one. Collecting money is a job that takes insane stamina. Blah, blah. It's only for the young. I graduated long ago.
Consigliere.
Oh? President? What's going on here? There doesn't seem to be enough money. And it isn't even close.
Oh, God. And Leo's right here to see this. An elderly gentleman who had been shaking for a while started crawling on the floor.
I'm so sorry. I just couldn't get enough. Our subcontractors are all at their limits too. We can't ask any more of them.
I believe everyone has been subject to the same conditions. Everyone is bearing an equal share of the burden required to protect our countrymen. Everyone else here has shared in the same hardship, at great expense to themselves, too. I'll definitely find you the money. If I could just get a bit more of an extension, I'll definitely do it.
Pathetic.
Sorry. It's ruined the drink, doesn't it?
Hey! Like, that's no good precedent. You're like shaming the consigliere and in front of an important guest, too. And like, you're totally making me look bad. Like, totally for sure. Sure.
Hey! Enough, Tequila. We can only take so much of your shtick each day. He says he can prepare the money if we give an extension.
So? President? Just how much many days do you need? Like, totally for sure. Oh.
As to that... Oh, very well. I am gracious enough to grant an extension. 1 finger.
Jeez. Oh my god. Whoa.
Let's grant him an extension at the cost of 1 finger per day.
Jeez. Nigger Richard.
That's 10 days with your fingers alone. If we had in the fingers of your family, it ought to buy you a whole month. Yes?
So, he's learned how to make threats without a cue card.
Oh, hello, Burncastle. Welcome to the stream. I was so preoccupied with the story I didn't see.
So, he's learned how to make threats without a cue card.
Richard. Forgive me, did you find that unpleasant? I apologize. Tequila?
Yeah, yes, boss. Okay, President. Let's continue this in the back.
Wait!
Like, shall we start with your wife's fingers or your kids? I'm like, Primavera is totally evil cliche dude. But like a surface dude instead of like a gay guy. Or like, should we start with yours after all? So, why don't we take some time now to pick a finger? Like, totally.
Jeez.
Oh! Richardson! Richardson! Oh!
Hello, Hala Mirage. Welcome to the stream.
Not exactly my favorite sort of sideshow.
Oh, forgive me. However, I thought there was no point of going out of my way to hide it from you. Yes, we're evil now. But that's totally cool with you, right? I mean, that's why you joined up. Right? 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 Achieving fairness and equality can sometimes appear heartless.
If you underestimate a moneylender, you're done for, was it?
Everyone is working hard to keep their deadlines. If we let people who break their deadlines get away with it, those who worked hard will not be rewarded for their efforts.
So, what you're gathering is war funds for the fight with the GDS?
Yeah. Troops, weapons, and food. Never have too much money. In exchange for victory in the soy sauce war, we suffered heavy financial losses. So it was basically a Pyrrhic victory. To recover from that and grow our forces even more, a significant amount of effort will be required. Now is the time for our countrymen to unite and support each other. Or else.
Once, Kayla came to the club and said the same thing.
Yes! Hell yeah, Leo!
Oh, that's completely different. Just because I'm doing the same exact thing doesn't mean I'm just like him. Caleb's only goal was to bring relief to former soldiers. I am different. I appeal for cooperation in order to protect all of our Japanese countrymen in City 23, not just the soldiers. So it's the same, so it's a completely different thing. And of course, we are achieving results.
Caleb did too.
During the past year, no further incidents have occurred. All thanks to these brilliant deductions by my good friend Gabriel Cabaraya. He is my bosom buddy. My solid man. Whatever, I can't think of other similes. Peace has been preserved. Even the GDS suddenly grew docile. We haven't seen any of the skirmishes that used to happen. That is proof decisively that our posture has brought peace during this past year.
I see. The Japanese think water and safety are free.
That's right. The Japanese have forgotten that safety is something to be purchased with money. In the past, military service was known as a blood tax. Safety of a country is bought with blood and money. Those who view me as heartless are merely hypocrites who have forgotten that fact. Rose also stood at the head of her countrymen with a heartless determination.
Yeah, but she didn't cut off people's fingers.
No, I'm not listening. No. I believe I possess the same resolve. We need to rethink our ideas. Our common sense is only shared by our countrymen. It is never applicable when dealing with foreigners. Even our good old spirit of compromise and neighborly love can never apply with them. All that matters is superiority through arms. When such power exists in equilibrium, we reach the state known as peace, supported by these walls. However, I don't believe that would satisfy our definition of peace.
Huh?
Do you ever look at a tug of war? With both sides pulling as hard as they can and call it peace? Y'all probably wouldn't call a fierce competition peace, right?
True.
True peace is not a state of dynamic equilibrium, where both forces push and balance each other out. It is a situation where no one pushes you, and you don't need to push anyone. And that is the true peace we seek.
Are you saying that it's different from the peace Rose wanted?
Rose's peace truly was a state of dynamic equilibrium. Put bluntly, it would mean dealing with an eternal arms race, constantly facing the danger of an enemy attack. That incident a year ago shows the limits of the peace Rose wanted.
I see. So, how are you gonna bring about this true peace you're talking about?
Need you ask, Leo? With fucking guns. We will use force to chase out all foreigners who threaten us. In order to protect our society with our countrymen to live in, we will get rid of all foreigners. We will resolutely counter their attacks,
crushing them thoroughly so they can never attack in that way again.
But, I mean, isn't that just what happened? And then you saw the result? Ah, never mind. Sounds pretty brave. Do you really intend to fight against the GDS?
It's our turn to attack now.
I mean, you say you hate all foreigners, but you're totally okay with the frickin' occupying forces and their information.
No, not listening. No. Of course, it is for also a war of revenge for the noble lives lost, including Stella and Yuji. The GDS can continue to interfere with City 23, even going as far to launch attacks, so we cannot ignore them. Only when we crush them thoroughly will we gain the respect of families across Tokyo. And only then will we be able to bring about peace for our countrymen.
Richard spoke in an admonishing tone, trying his best to remain calm. However, Leo didn't miss the dark flames that flickered in Richard's eyes every now and then.
Does Rose really agree with your methods?
She is wise. However, as you know, her heart is beautiful and fragile.
You know, when you're quoting Joffrey from Game of Thrones, that's when you know you're definitely the good guy.
Rose has been wounded terribly, taking the lead as she does. Y'all probably don't know, but she even fainted from overwork once.
Her body and mind are at their limit. Even so, her charisma is an essential emotional support for Primavera and her countrymen, so we won't kill her just yet.
What?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. It pains me that I am still not able to lay her to rest. Let her rest.
I want to talk to Rose. Let me just go and get her on the phone.
And then Cyrus just rushes into the room.
Hey, it's me, Rose. How are you doing, Leo? Wow! Oh, we got to make peace with everyone. I'm totally okay. That's not Rose. God damn! She's asleep. In the other room? Let me see her. No. She's contagious. Oh, well, I'll catch the disease then. God damn it!
Sorry.
Didn't we just tell you she keeps chasing her whereabouts to guard against assassination? The GDS has put a price on Madame Rose's head. Y'all must remember how good they are at gathering information, right? Can I at least talk to her on the phone?
I can't go into details, but she's being guarded at a special location.
But you can tell me, right? I mean, it's me.
The GDS is in contact with the Chinese military. They're probably searching hard for Rose, even if it means tapping phones.
Yeah, Luca. I don't know how I did that either. Oh my god.
Forgive me, but safety must come first. Please understand.
That fucking phrase.
If I don't meet her soon, the chestnut manju I brought her as a souvenir will start rotting.
I have no intention of inconveniencing you that far. I'll make arrangements for it in the near future.
I'm certain Rose will be overjoyed to learn you have lent your support for the cause of your countrymen once again. Will you not lend me your strength to help make her ideals a reality?
I've only just come back after finishing my war. Would you mind if I rested a little before making my decision?
Go ahead. And besides, you will not refuse. I won't let you.
Why not?
Who's talking here? Oh, it's the guy. They could hear the man's scream coming from the back room of the restaurant. Eventually, Tequila appeared with the president, who hadn't managed to gather enough money.
This geezer's such a drama queen.
You know, it'd be ironic if Leo brought Miguel back and Miguel is the one to take this guy out. That would be actually pretty funny.
This geezer's like totally such a drama queen. Oh, Shaw. You sound like a little girl, you know, it's just like a fucking finger. Like, totally.
Moaning and pressing down on the little finger of his left hand, he stumbled out the restaurant with Tequila grabbing him by the collar. Without a glance at them, Richard picked up one of the briefcases from the pile. Then he set it down in front of Leo.
Take it.
Is this your evaluation of me?
Not at all. This is just a coming home present.
Hey, how much is in there?
Start by kicking back for a bit. Lose all that battlefield grime.
Is this all Leo Coon's fucking money now? Incredible! Hey, Leo Coon! Oh, let's take that and scrub a whole bunch of girls at the party! Leo Coon is a king! Let's make it a hero party! Dang, he's trying to bribe Leo of all people. The woman entwined around him yearningly. There was no trace of enjoyment on Leo's face.
Is it really okay to just hand over money gathered with so much hardship?
The simple knowledge of your return will earn us the respect of the GDS and Pashan Bang. After all, I mean, you're worth like easily 100 soldiers. No, even the Satomi Alliance, Castiglione family, and the others as well. Simply having you here is worth gaining 1 million allies.
Wow, yeah, that's definitely true.
During these 3 years, stories about you have become legend across old Tokyo's underworld. When they find out that Leo Shichigami is back, none of them will be able to mess with us easily. In other words, it means you have guaranteed the safety of our countrymen.
But I couldn't protect that old man's finger.
I'll let you witness an unsightly matter. But please understand.
I'm getting kind of sick of that phrase.
This is why we are getting our hands dirty. Would you let someone do that to Rose?
Well, I doubt Rose would approve of something like that.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's exactly what I had Leo say earlier.
Leo, understand this. During these 3 years, Primavera and City 23 have changed so much. But even so, Rose's ideal of a society where countrymen help each other remains unchanged. The only difference is that our determination and resolve to make it happen have grown more firm. And also we want to kill people.
At that moment, a man entered the restaurant. Richard's guards welcomed him with a deep bow.
Oh, Keith! Well, it isn't my favorite little murderer. If you're here, I take it all has gone well. Oh, this is the first time meeting Leo! Let me introduce you all. This is Keith Kisaragi.
Oh my god! Whoa! Oh, wow! He's got Sephiroth hair now. Oh. He's gone completely to the dark side. I never imagined at the beginning of this arc that Keith was gonna become a boss. Oh my god. What a tragic fall. You're right, Mr. Theater. He's been Norded. Oh my god, you're right. Keith. Thexic. Oh my god. Yeah, his name would be Thexic, right? I guess as a nobody. Hello, Jess. Welcome to the stream. The two of them looked at each other. No, Keith was shot, but I'm pretty sure Alan didn't land a killing blow. So, yeah, he's definitely not alive. I mean, not dead. Let's see. Keith Kisaragi. He seemed young, but his hair was as white as snow. His gaze was as sharp as an eagle's, and his presence felt almost like a reaper.
Keith? This is Leo Shishigami.
Leo, you are...
Nice to meet you, war buddy.
Keith Blanco. Oh my god, Paula Mirage. Jeez.
Keith is a reliable man, and he is part of my family. Keith's a sniper, and a damn good one.
That's pretty incredible. Even I'm only so at shooting.
Wow, Leo is so modest. Dude, Leo, you're like easily can match a whole fucking army. That's good to hear. Someday I'd like to compete against you in a test of shooting ability. Ooh, foreshadowing, foreshadowing. Ooh, foreshadowing. Wow! Because my talent is so too. Leo held out a hand for a handshake, but Keith ignored it. Yeah, I agree, Burncastle. Yeah. Yeah, Alan just landed a hit that stopped the fight. Yeah, I never thought Keith would be dead from that shot. It's not like a freaking Miguel situation. Keith sat by Richard's side and whispered something into his ear. Then Richard nodded contentedly. Keith has probably completed some job assigned to him by Richard. It must have been something fairly amusing since Keith giggled as he whispered, "Dig! Keith has gone full dark side. Holy shit." It's crazy that Richard now has become a boss. He's literally become the next boss. And I guess freaking Gabriel's gonna be the super boss here. Like, oh my god. Like, literally, Richard now has his own army of evil minions. He literally does. He has fucking Okanogi, he has the freaking surfer dude, Tequila, and he has the Reaper Keith. Like, seriously. Not to mention Cyrus, who's like, you know, the token good teammate. Like, He literally has a whole gang of bosses on his side. Richard also laughed and answered in a small voice. I can't believe Primavera is going to be the final arc bosses. It's so tragic. I agree, Mystery Theater. I think Keith is gone. Yeah. With the intimacy that looked even closer than good friends, they glanced at Leo as though gauging the distance. Leo shrugged.
Well, I guess it'd be too cruel to demand that y'all suddenly understand the current situation. After all, you're Hiroshima Taro. These 3 years have been so fucking long. There ain't nothing you need to understand right away. Take it easy and rest a little first. James prepared the best hotel suite for y'all. Start off by sleeping like mud.
Who are the good guys we're going to gather? Let's see. First of all, Wayne, of course. The remaining wandering dogs, and Jeanne. And I guess Meryl. Right. And with Caleb on our... Imagine if we're going to have Caleb and Miguel on our fucking side, fighting against the good guys, the former good guys. That would be absolutely fucking nuts. What? He's gonna sleep like mud? What you got to do is lie down. We'll take good care of you.
For now, forget all the complicated issues. Kick back and let yourself get cleaned up. Since Rose's safety is a great concern for you, I'll arrange to have you meet in the near future, which is some non-specific time that I will totally get back to you on. Totally. For sure. Maybe after you do a few jobs for me, I might speed up those plans. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Rose will be glad. Okay, time to clean off the battlefield crime now. You lot, make sure this legendary man gets clean from top to bottom if you get my drift. Wink, wink. Nice and sparkling with lots of care. That's a tantalizing offer, but I'll decline.
Leo slowly pushed away the woman's hand and rose to his feet.
Is there anything not to your satisfaction?
He completely forgot that he's in love with Rose. Jeez.
No, of course not. It's just... I've already got a deck brush to wash my back. Oh. Don't worry about the hotel. The beds are too big and I tend to catch colds. Leo? But I agree with you about the kicking back part. Looks like the change over these 3 years still has me bewildered. I mean, you've literally become an evil mafia. Indeed. Let him do what he likes for a while. Where's your hotel? Let me know so I can get in touch. I'll tell you in the near future. It's nothing so grandiose. I'll be back.
That's good, Leo. Yeah, you don't tell him. He's sharp.
Leo, take it at least a little.
Cyrus took a single stack of bills and stuffed in Leo's jacket pocket. I would give it to that dude. To that dude who got the finger cut off. Like, I would take it, but give part of it to that dude. Or maybe even the whole thing. However, Leo just shrugged, not seeming particularly interested. Richard silently watched his back as he left the restaurant and disappeared. The Dawn Shopping District, the largest Japanese shopping district in City 23, and also where Claudio's restaurant, the Kuroima, was located. Jeanne, who had taken care of him the previous night, has said she worked at a bakery on this street. I want the remaining wandering dogs to be the one to take down fake Okanogi. Seriously. They need to be the ones to get him. A crowd had formed. Some gathered together while others walked quickly, averting their eyes. You could hear the sound of angry voices and shrill ones.
You don't like it? Why don't you just leave the city? Like, totally, for sure. Please, stop. We won't be able to continue doing business at this rate.
I don't remember anyone telling you to do business here.
Like, if you don't like it, leave. Like, if you don't like it, leave. Like, totally.
What sort of excuse had they used? A bunch of punks that surrounded a greengrocer were kicking and throwing the store's vegetables. The leader of the punks was that crazy man named Tequila Matova. Collecting money was his job. His real goal was probably find fault with someone again and extort money from them. A head of cabbage they had thrown rolled to a stop by Leo's feet, covered with dirt.
Can't stand vegetables. Your mother must have spoiled you.
Leo rolled his shoulders and tried to push his way through the crowd. That when a vigorous voice rang out. Hey, yo! Are you guys up to your evil deeds again?
Oh, look. Her ally of justice is here again. Like, totally.
You really made a mess of things, didn't you? The sun may forgive you, but I sure as hell won't!
She's always such a vigorous woman.
Didn't you turn tail and run not too long ago? How long are you gonna last today? Time for a hero of justice to shine. Like, totally.
It was true that Jeanne had considerable talent as a fighter, but she's not like at the superhuman level of Leo. Even so, Tequila had 5 henchmen with him. The other day she'd had Leo with her, and her only goal was to escape, but her odds were much worse today. What the fuck? Is that the same guy? This reminds me of something. Oh, he reminds me of that guy from Apollo Justice. Like, it was the one mafia dude from Apollo Justice who looked almost exactly like this.
Hey, Jeanne! What exactly are you skipping work to do?
Oh, it's that guy. Yeah, it's the same guy, I thought so.
Like, hi there. You run that bakery, right? Your kid here is quite the bold one, like, totally. No, I'm sorry this useless fool of mine is troubling you.
President, there's no need to grovel to these guys!
What do you think you're saying? The customer is God. If we get these cockroaches on our hides, what'll happen to my shop?
So, are we gods? Or are we cockroaches? Which is it?
Like, totally. Well, you're gods, of course. Yes. Let sleeping gods lie and all that.
Then why don't you be a good boy and split, President?
Right now, the gods are educating this greengrocer with a bad attitude. Like, totally.
Does the baker need to be educated too? Oh, don't worry. The gods are like totally willing to pay you a big group visit. For sure. Please, no. I see you can't spare us. If you got no complaints, then get out of here. Go shiver in a corner thinking about how lucky you are you still didn't get paid a visit. Oh, my. How lucky we are that we didn't get paid a visit. Oh, yeah!
Bang, crash. Oh my god. The bakery president was picked up and thrown into a pile of empty cardboard boxes, piled up on the side of the road. Oh my god. Treated him like a freaking 1990s action figure commercial.
Strike! Like, totally!
Tequila laughed cruelly, but the nearby people only averted their gazes uncomfortably. War at angry video game nerd's house. The president played dead, or rather pretended to sleep, so the interest of those men switched back to Jeanne.
So, Night Jeanne-chan, the total hack, like totally. You want to know what happened to the other Night Jeanne?
Yeah, she's a really good servant in fate!
No.
The men laughed vulgarly, surrounding Jeanne and closing in. Jeanne glared at them irritatedly, but she couldn't do anything more. She understood. She could probably struggle and chase off one or two of them. But not 5. Yes, Mystery Theater knows what I'm talking about. Of course, the punks knew that too. You men are pathetic! Can't you handle a single woman without demon them?
Oh, men are wolves. And hungry wolves holding packs. Like, totally.
You people really are embarrassing! And not just these guys! It's all of you people standing around watching too! These people who gather together and do evil are horrible! But they aren't as bad as people who gather together and still can't do anything like you lot! What's wrong with you people? Are you all gathered together just to watch a freaking show or a visual novel? Is it that fun to watch punks make a mess of a greengrocer? Throwing vegetables around and covering them with mud?
Oh, what are you talking about? You're no match for us. You take it on the sightseers around you. Like, totally.
Shut up! Be quiet, cold noodles! Ooh, did she toss him? Why are you guys looking around like it's not your problem? You think you're not involved because you're customers? Don't be so fucking naive! Customers are totally involved. Shops only last because you support them. If you abandon them, they'll all go under right away. And what happens when they go under? That's one less shop where you can buy things in Japanese. Fuckers. If that keeps happening, what do you think will happen to the Jordan shopping district? It'll be fucking gone! Won't that affect you guys too? A city ain't someone that protects. We're all protected by supporting it together. How many people are there here? There's only 6! And how many more of you are there? How many dozens of you are there? It was clear what Jeanne was demanding of the people. Everyone understood. So the more she spoke, the more they averted their gazes. Leo was watching Jeanne with a strange feeling. Interestingly, what she was saying closely resembled what Richard had just told him. But something was different. Something. I'm just thinking of that line, that insane song that plays sometimes at malls. It's like, are we God or are we cockroach? Oh my god. I think that line actually makes more sense than the line in the real song. Oh, jeez. And even though he couldn't explain what was different with words, it appealed to his heart so clearly.
Hey, you've got guts. Did you call my head cold noodles? The fuck you saying?
Tequila pulled out his knife. This was a man who could break a finger bone without hesitation. He was dangerous. When Leo was about to step forward, another woman stepped forward first.
Jeanne's always right. We've all got to protect the city together.
Huh? Oh, how brave, Miss Kimono. I'm starting to feel something hot fill my head, like, hey, I can't take it anymore, like, totally for sure.
Oh, new music. Oh no, it's the Toho music. Tequila's knife was pressed against Claudia's cheek.
Oh God. Mistakes were made. Jeez.
The silver blade made her cheek bend. But Claudia stood firm against the fear.
This is wrong. Why is Primavera bullying us? I love Primavera before. They were good guys. What the fuck? What Jeanne saying is exactly what Madame Rose told us, only in a much more, coarse and rough way, but yeah.
Ha, you bark a lot, Missy. Want to taste a bit of knife with your cheek? Like, totally. Ah!
A head of cabbage struck Tequila in the head. It was a perfect dunk shot by Jeanne.
Thank you, Claudia Chan. I don't abandon people who stick up for me.
Ah! Is my head a mess? My artisticism, my own identity, my head! Like, totally, what the fucking shit? You bitch! Wanna make me make mincemeat out of you with my Reaper's knife? Like, totally! Huh?
As Tequila was about to grab Jeanne by the collar, his toes rose. Because Leo had grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and lifted him high.
Jeanne!
Oh yeah, that's right what I call myself. Couldn't find a good bed. Mind if I stay at your place again?
Of course! You're always welcome. I know I asked you yesterday too, but you're incredibly good. How about becoming our bodyguard?
Who are you doing ignoring me?
Like, totally!
You guys, what are you standing around for? Like, totally, get him!
You know, your catchphrase would be more effective if you didn't use it like literally every fucking sentence.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Shaw! Attack generic mooks! Like, totally. The more things change, the more they stay the same, I guess. Time to get back in gear.
Hell yeah, motherfuckers! Come on, Johnny! Let's go!
I should tell you that probably.
Oh wow, her fighting CGs are so awesome.
You're used to fighting.
I'm not exactly well bred if you couldn't tell. I used to argue with the leader of the boy Brits. Time to show him what I can do, motherfuckers!
Dang, if I hadn't met Rose.
I'll show you what I can do!
thing! I'll punch him enough for you too, Claw Chan.
It's time we taught a lesson to these naughty boys. Who don't know what happens when you stick a knife in a woman's face.
Later on, I'll strip him down to his... See me like the knife pressed against that!
Stop that. You're making even me go weep.
Gravy, is that near me?
Leo winked at Claudia roguishly, signaling to her to keep it a secret.
Well, let me just pretend to be John for a while. I want to see what she thinks. Who the fuck is this guy? He fights like some kind of god of death.
Ah, this is John. He's my friend I met earlier. Any good?
John.
Time to kick ass! Overhead smash! Let's go! KO, motherfucker!
Oh wow, Jess, your thing is way behind. Jeez.
How is this woman so damn strong? Huh? Hey, you bastard! How dare you throw a man like he's trash?
Oh, he got up.
Hey, this guy suddenly grew up.
Leo and Jean's boldness gradually stirred an enthusiasm in the surrounding people. Even the bakery owner picked up a daikon radish, sitting on the side of the road, and started smacking the man in the head, using a joke weapon in an RPG. Claudia threw a crushed tomato, and the surrounding people clenched their fists.
Ah! Check this! Super duper ultra radical tomato Claudia attack!
Same, Mystery Theater. I really am liking Jeanne. She's really badass.
You ticks of this city, stop being so smug. Get out of here, Primavera.
Oh.
This is our city.
See, the thing is, I can't tell which generic mooks are on whose side because they're all wearing the same fucking clothing. If the townspeople generic mooks weren't wearing suits, it would be easier to see that they're townspeople. So this issue really hasn't come up before, but it certainly is in this scene. I guess it was something that came up often enough for them to really take an issue with, like with the sprites.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. These guys are suddenly getting full of themselves. Oh, Shaw. Wait, like, I just remembered something I really gotta take care of right now, like, totally. You better go do that. Also, you have potato skin in your hair. Shaw!
And don't come back, you fuckers! Go wash your face in miso fiend soup!
Oh, don't forget this. Mocking Primavera comes at a high price! I'll Ultra Max definitely pay it back for this! Like, totally! And you! I remember now. You're the man who was with Jeanne that time. Hey, we bumped into each other 5 minutes ago.
Apparently Tequila hadn't seen Leo's face when he was with Richard and the others. Even though Leo was right in front of him, he didn't seem to realize that he was an advisor to Primavera.
What's your name? It's John.
Oh my god, is Leo gonna get sent after John? That would be hilarious.
Ooh.
Hey there, dog of Primavera! I'm back to your owners and tell them about this!
Oh, hey, you can bet I'll be doing that. Hey, you dare take Primavera lightly? Haha, don't forget this. Like, totally!
Is he like saying like Datebayo or something in Japanese?
Oh, Leah-san. Oh, why did you say John?
Hello, Potato. Welcome to the stream.
Let's leave it like that for the time being, okay?
Listen up, dogs of Primavera! If you want to steal our money, bring Madame Rose here! If that lady can come here with her fancy clothes and say it herself, we'll listen to what she's got to say!
If you want some, bring it on. We'll beat your butts.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Aw, Jeanne is so cute. Oh my god. Look at that face. She's so cute. The president's somewhat delayed figure drew wry smiles from the crowd. I just want to make sure, is this an okay voice with Jeanne? Because I think I'm going a bit hard with her, so please tell me if you want me to tone it down, like make her a little less abrasive, or if you think this is okay. This is just the feeling I'm getting from her. The president's somewhat delayed figure drew wry smiles from the crowd. However, after the men ran away, he crouched down and clutched his head.
Thanks to Jeanne, they'll be coming after us now. Hey, Jeanne, how are you going to take responsibility for this? It looks like you'll have a crowd at your bakery.
Be more abrasive. I'll see what I can do.
Isn't it about time start looking for some male helpers? We'll employ you! We'll employ you! We'll employ you as a bodyguard! Deja vu. Please, protect our store! Protect me too!
Okay, party's over! Everyone, please visit the Dawn Shopping District next chance you get. Thank you very much. Jeanne Amakawa.
The surrounding people honor Jeanne's bravery with a modest applause and cheers. However, there were also some shop owners who wore troubled smiles. Tequila was vengeful. He would definitely gather a gang and come barging in here to have his revenge. They didn't much care if only Jeanne's bakery got hit, but they didn't want to get dragged into it. The irresponsible customers wore thrilled smiles, but the people who worked here hung their heads or shrugged as they scattered. Wow! God, Rose Gun Series has really stepped up its game lately. That was amazing! Oh, back to the GDS. I have to take a little bit of a bathroom break, and this seems like a good place to, so I will be right back. Alright, let's get back into it. After that incident, City 23's Chinatown had become GDS's front lines. At first, they had tried not to provoke Primavera, but when Primavera proved to be too unyielding, they changed tactics. They put themselves in a state of high alert, as though taking one step into a Chinatown alley might immediately set off an all-out war. And alleys all over the place. There were GDS men glaring about, threatening people. Apparently that had damaged the mixed appeal of Small Rock Chinatown. Japanese customers quickly vanished, making the prosperity of a year ago seem like a lie. By now, the GDS thought of Small Rock Chinatown as being practically a fort in enemy territory. To protect their countrymen living here, Lee Meiju had been enduring a long, hard battle of nerves.
I see, so he has arrived. Oh, thank God. Prepare some warm tea. Have his things carried to the guest room. Yes, boss. Pardon me. He is here.
Is it Leo? Oh no, it's Phil.
It's been a year. I'm glad to see you aren't worn out.
Alan is back! Seemed like a very short trip to us. Alan, you're gonna help out, be on the good side? That would be great.
Not at all. I'm a lot better.
I'm glad to hear it. Please have a seat.
Thanks, Aniki.
Aww, it's calling him Aniki. During this past year, that young black dragon looked as though he'd aged all at once. However, for the first time in a long time, his expression seemed to have relaxed slightly. Alan Aramaki, the man who got wrapped up in the attacks of the previous year twice. Thanks to an unfortunate misunderstanding, Primavera had branded him a traitor, and he had been forced to leave Japan. Although I guess being a traitor to this Primavera ain't so bad. However, with the first anniversary of Meishui's death approaching, he had returned to City 23. Even Alan, with his childish smile, seemed to have aged a little.
If it were possible, I would have wanted you to spend the first anniversary of my sister's death in front of her grave.
Yuki-chan died in the city. And nothing has ended. We don't know anything.
Alan had left Japan immediately after Primavera set a price on his head. In China, he'd met Meiju's relatives. He knew his situation and welcomed him like family. Well, that's amazing. He had lived without wanting for anything. At first, he had accepted it, feeling he'd almost rather be reborn as a Chinese man. Wow, what a turnaround. He even thought of starting a new life, almost as though he'd lost his memories of Meishui and Keith.
I don't believe my sister would have wanted you to return to Japan. However, as a fellow man, I can understand. No matter how much my sister understood about you, only another man could understand this feeling of yours.
Even I don't really understand this feeling.
You want to know your sister's enemy and avenge her, yes?
And one more thing.
You mean, it should be his sister's, not Alan's sister, because wouldn't it be, he should say his wife's enemy.
The other thing is Keith Kuhn, correct? You'll be surprised he doesn't look the same. He's got a total emo frickin' Sephiroth hair. He's gone completely to the dark side. Keith Kisaragi was wounded in his duel with you, but obviously you know that. But he recovered quickly. Since then, he has stood at Richard's side, serving as both leader of his guard and professional killer. Just as you and I are brothers-in-law, he and Richard are brothers-in-law through Stella Mayogi.
He probably feels the way I do. The first anniversary of Stella Mayogi's death is almost here. I imagine he still hasn't found the identity of the real foe who killed his lover, and instead continues to hate me. Ah, motherfucker.
Keith-kun's heart is fragile, to put it mildly.
I know. I broke it. We used to be partners. Even without meeting him, I can still see how he's feeling clear as day.
But do you want to meet with him? I would advise against it. That would be useless. All useless. If you meet, you'll just start shooting at each other again.
Probably. Do you still want...
Getting mixed up with voices here.
Do you still want to meet with him? Well, I can understand that emotion. Unexplainable as it is with logic.
I thought about forgetting everything and living in that new world. I thought about starting over again as a new person. But I couldn't. The more time passed, the more I started dreaming of that day. Meishui stood at my bedside, telling me over and over that revenge was meaningless. I know that. It is meaningless. Even if I return to City 23, there's nothing constructive I can do. But even so...
So, with the anniversary of Meishui's death approaching, Alan had chosen to return to City 23. The conflict with Keith, revenge for Meishui. Meishui definitely wouldn't want him to resolve either of those matters. But he had already come back. On feeling the wind in City 23, he was certain.
There's still something I got left to do in this city. Till I finish that up, I can't live or die. If Yuki-chan were here, I'm sure she'd give me a good verbal thrashing.
Oh, yeah, no, Alan is totally another Battler XP. Like, look at his fucking jacket. He's like basically a photo negative of Battler.
Yes, she probably would. Enough, Alan-kun. You don't need to say any more. Sometimes women cannot understand the emotions of men. Sometimes men don't want to run away, even if there's nothing they can accomplish.
Thank you, Aniki. This thing that's been sitting in my chest this past year is now lighter thanks to your words.
First off, you must rest. It must be fate that brought you here during this period. Primavera continues to gather troops to meet its final goal of waging a feud against us. Richard calls it a defensive force to protect their countrymen, but we all know what that means. That's like freaking double talk by this point.
Even after losing just Yuki-chan, I couldn't sort out my feelings. There's no way the consigliere's heart can escape from emotion. Not when he lost both Stella-san and Yuji-kun.
Exactly. It is certain he will start a battle of revenge. One mustn't start a war based on emotions. That only invites an endless chain of wars. You know, I kill you, kill me. What? Oh, it was a song I heard.
I remember what Meishway told me. End that war of yours quickly. A feud between Primavera and the GDS must be prevented at all costs. Exactly. Welcome, little brother. Small Rock Chinatown is pleased to have you.
So I guess he's officially joined the GDS. That's awesome. And back to Zal. Oh God. Dearest son. Oh, I'm so sorry. Madam Meryl. It's been too long.
Just Meryl, it's fine, lady. I'm just happy to have some screen time here. Rose is more deserving of the title, madam. I'm glad you came back. How was life over there? Any problems?
Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone's help. I had fun living with father.
I see. I'm glad to hear it.
Pardon me. I brought drinks. Thank you.
I've never seen a non-alcoholic drink this gorgeous.
It's called Vanilla Coke. I'm gonna talk with these kids about something important for a while now. Sorry, but please tell everyone to stay away from this room until I call.
Yes, madam. After securing their privacy, Meryl's face instantly turned grave. Oh God. Oh God.
That's ourselves. You know, back before I was born, God gave me a choice, brains or boobs. You can see which one I chose, and I can see which one you chose. I always thought you were a clever kid. You're right. Richard has rode under house arrest for the past year.
I knew it.
That's... Then who's giving orders in Primavera? Is it not Madame Rose?
You're too loud. But you're right. When Rose was shot, she was through to a hospital that was kept secret from everyone to guard against further assassination attempts.
At first, it was only supposed to be until Madame Rose recovered.
That's right. However, even after she recovered, Richard wouldn't let Madame Rose return. Right now, if Rose died, Primavera would split apart. But it looks like that's gonna happen anyway, so So we must not let her die no matter what, is what he said. By using reasonable sounding excuses, he pushed Madame Rose out of Primavera's inner circle.
In other words, he took over Primavera? Yes.
The consigliere took over Primavera?
God, I said you're too fucking loud! Oh, you mustn't say such a thing again, or this room will be full of bullet holes! Richard doesn't intend to let Rose return here ever again. But he can't kill her either. Who knows when or how she might prove useful. So we have her locked up somewhere and are unable to kill her. And Richard is cunning. He won't let anyone figure it out. He says he's indirectly giving Rose his orders to protect her safety, but we all know that's fucking bullshit. So no one even realizes he's taken over.
Don't some of the execs know and sympathize with the consigliere?
Yeah, there are a few of those, but that's like Keith, like, seriously. Warhawks always thought Madame Rose just saw a fuck him to an actual power pass to Richard. Keith and bullshit Okanoki.
What about Vane-san? He should have been at Rose-san's first ally.
It's sad. He's been tamed by Richard. The poor guy. He's probably thinks he's doing it to keep her safe, but...
But actually, he's helping to keep her under house arrest.
Richard seems calm on the outside. But in his heart, the flames of hatred have never disappeared since that day. Most likely, none of the men have realized this. Not even Cyrus, which is pretty sad. Richard will absolutely, definitely, 100% start a war in the name of revenge. At this rate, a lot of people are going to die in City 23 if we don't do something. So anyway, here's my idea. We start a new Primavera with blackjack and hookers. And I already have the hookers, so that's half the work right there. What do you say?
That might work a little bit, but doesn't solve the major problem.
Ah, fine.
So, that was the legendary Leo Shishigami, huh? I thought he'd be a bit sharper than that. Oh, he's definitely gonna fight Leo. Oh, man, I can't wait for Leo to kick your ass. I'm a bit let down, I guess.
Yeah, you would be let down. Gee, see him keep that easygoing attitude fearlessly through a hail of fucking bullets.
Well, I guess that's fine if he proves useful to Primavera. But I'm confident I'll be much more useful.
Don't be so hostile. He's our ally. Ain't he? What did you think, Cyrus? Huh? You mean about Leo? He seemed to be in high spirits like usual. That casual way of talking really takes me back. Remember when we were fighting Caleb, who was just squeezing money out of City 23, like trying to get $100 million so he could freaking bribe the U.S. freaking government, who was probably lying to him, and just at the same time just hurting all the Japanese people instead of helping them. Boy, sure glad we stopped that from happening. Oh, dang it, are we the baddies? No. Did it look as though Leo was likely to swear loyalty to me?
He didn't look that way. To me, it didn't feel like he had the resolve. He's like Madame Rose. He may like pretty words, but he didn't look like he had the resolve to try to dirty his own hands to make those words come true. Dude, Keith, you do not know what fucking happened. He literally fought in a fucking war for 2 years at another country to keep his promise.
What happened back there was a bit too much to show to a man who just got back after 3 years. That's what I told you to do about the fucking restaurant. Oh, there's no point in hiding it. If he cannot even accept something like that, then Leo is no better than Rose.
Cheap talk can't protect anyone after all.
Oh, dang it. Are we the baddies? Oh, God. Looks like Leo wants to meet Rose. We mustn't let them meet.
I fucking knew it! His talk about in the near future was such bullshit. I fucking knew it.
Y'all won't be able to keep him fooled forever. He ain't no dummy. That war of his is already over, yes? In that case, won't Leo set for a more stable lifestyle? If he is a wise man, then he ought to understand the situation and join me.
God, Keith. Wow. I would have never dreamed Keith would turn out to be such a bitch. Seriously. If Leo Shishigami doesn't have the courage and resolve to fight against foreigners, listen to this bullshit. Seriously. And he will eventually become your enemy, Richard's son.
Leo is an enemy, huh? Now there's something I'd like to avoid. If he doesn't agree with our iron will to protect our countrymen, then I will show no mercy, not even against him.
Oh God! He activated the Sharingan. Oh God. I'll finish him off. I won't allow the existence of anything that stands in the way of Stella and Yuji-kun's revenge.
Yes. Every single day since that day, Stella and Yuji have been whispering to me to spill Lime juice and Sanzalong's blood.
Sorry, I turned him a little into freaking Barnier there. We'll kill all who stand in our way.
And will certainly have our blood revenge. We will eradicate all foreigners from this land.
The black flames of revenge flickered in Richard's and Keith's eyes. The flames grew even stronger as the anniversary of the two deaths grew closer. However, they deceived even themselves with pretty words, saying that this emotion would prevent them from ever losing loved ones again. Yeah, if you haven't realized it before, Richard and Keith have gone completely evil. That murky madness of revenge steadily grew inside their hearts.
We gotta stop a feud from breaking out with the GDS no matter what. The U.S. military issued us those letters proving the GDS for the conference, but I don't believe him. How could those Yankees who really thought Tokyo was a city on the Chinese mainland judge the authenticity of secret Chinese communications?
So, this so-called evidence is also part of the plot to get us to fighting each other.
It's safe to assume that. But Richard, he wants to find the culprit as quickly as possible. Lynch out to the evidence without suspecting. At first, the GDS backed off to avoid a collision. But Richard's unyielding attitude made them change their strategy. Chinatown is also starting to prepare for the expected feud, gathering lots of weapons and ammo. There's even word that they found hideouts all over the city and are making preparations so they can launch an all-out attack.
But whether the evidence is real or fake, things are going to get nasty at this rate. She still doesn't know that Oliver is dead. That's exactly what I was thinking, Luca. Like, he reminds me of Jacopo, who, like, took down Barnier and, like, had the ghost of Barnier inside his head.
The anniversary of Stella's death is almost here. It's the most dangerous time when Richard's arising emotions might start something big. It's like a deadline for the story.
So this huge food ain't something that's gonna happen in the distant future.
But it might start in just a few weeks.
There is no time at all.
Nope, not a zip zip zip-a-zoo. That's why you came at a really good time, Sal. Like, seriously. You and Leo, like, what the fuck? Without you two, we'd have been totally screwed. I'm in the pro-Rose faction, obviously. I'm under observation even if I just go outside. I can't move. Zell? Nina? Charles? I ordered you as Madame Mera. Reform the Wandering Dogs!
Uh-oh. Oh, God, she's gonna ask about Oliver. Yes, madam. Oh, I love the wandering dogs. Where is that really handsome Oliver? Yes, madam.
What should we do?
Look for Rose! We need Rose back and we need Wayne. He's pretty good fighter. Unless she comes back, the situation will get out of control. That's the only way to stop Primavera and the GDS from crashing into each other.
Yes, madam. The wandering dogs will succeed. Oh, and where is Oliver? We aren't the wandering dogs without him. Oh, God. When Meryl saw Nina and Charles's faces darken, she immediately understood. Then she looked at them as though asking whether it was okay to tell her. Eventually, Nina gave a small nod. And simply by watching that little exchange, Zell knew. I'm sorry. God damn it. A year previously, information was controlled to cover up a massive incident involving many ordinary civilians. However, the impact on the GHQ was beyond measure. Finally, the high officials realized that Gabriel's angelic smile had been a fake, existing for the purpose of taking revenge for that day long ago. However, if the incident became public knowledge, the outcry would be large enough that the GHQ might be overthrown. The heads of the occupying U.S. military observed Gabriel's actions, but they were unable to touch him. Yeah, like, they can't, like, make any public action because that would be an outcry. Gabriel had dirt on many high officials. He was living proof of an enormous crime. In the end, they could do nothing but watch from a distance, praying that Gabriel didn't cause any more trouble. And these were all developments that Gabriel had planned. Jeez! He is like the true ultimate mastermind. Oh my god. No one could get in the way of this holy revenge. Except one motherfucking Leo Shigami. One brainiac Zell. Gabriel's Operation Great Justice had achieved total success. However, there was just one thing that hadn't gone as he'd expected. The GDS did not move forward emotionally, and instead lay low and took a defensive posture. god, jeez. I'm so sorry. I have to go to the bathroom again. I will be right back. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm back.
It seems failing to kill Lee Meishui, along with the others, really was a great loss.
But she did die in the end.
Oh, that's fine. There is no problem. A handshake requires that both parties reach out their hands. But for a fight to the death, only one party must reach out their hands.
Yes, sir.
Philip Butler had aged so much this past year that he was hardly recognizable. He has the same sprite. It was hardly surprising. During that entire year, he had been under Gabriel's observation, no restraint. All of his privacy had been stolen. He was practically kept in a state of house arrest on the floor of the Occupying Forces HQ that was owned by Gabriel's Secret Service organization. He had lived with all of his liberties stolen, forced to do nothing but nod in agreement with Gabriel's nonsense. And that was more than enough to rot away his heart. By now, Butler couldn't even wear a rebellious gaze. His sister was still wanting to marry a rich and powerful man. Most unfortunately, and in part because of the results of the election, their ceremony had been delayed by more than a year. If news of Butler's scandals got out, the engagement would be called off immediately. He wanted for at least his sister to live in happiness in a guiltless world. Oh, he's rooting for Angie! So to him, she was the worst possible sort of hostage. Oh. I wonder what Rose Guns Day's Angie is like.
Phil, I believe I've done something to you that I must apologize for. No, it's true. You also have a little sister, but it's not as though you bear the same pain as I do. We are not comrades in that sense after all.
In the past, he would have flared up defiantly, telling Gabriel not to lay a finger on his sister. However, even those fangs had been ripped out of his heart by now.
You are my Achilles heel. To be perfectly honest, I don't have much to gain from letting you live. However, I don't want to kill you and have your sister suffer in the same way.
Wow, how magnanimous of you.
I let you live out of love. I want brother and sister to have a happy reunion in the future out of love. Without love, this future could not be seen. And perhaps that is why I am envious of you. I must have wanted to appeal to someone who didn't know the pain of losing a sister. But another way, you might be like a confession room to me.
Yeah, that's clearly what he's using him for.
Yes, sir.
During this year, you have calmed and comforted my heart. very soon, I will probably finish my revenge on this earth and return to heaven. The GDS didn't dance to my tune, but Primavera. Richard danced on the palm of my hand to a hilarious degree. During this year, Primavera has expanded its military strength and has probably balanced out the GDS. If the GDS shows even the slightest weakness, that balance will crumble easily. Very soon, they will strangle each other to death in a grand, hellish scene. And that will be the true hammer of justice. Once that is over, I will probably leave this land and return to heaven. And if the feud doesn't break out as you plan, that would be the most empty finale. One I would rather not think about. However, humans make compromises and satisfy themselves with those. If that happens, I'll satisfy myself by bringing about the painful death of Richard Mayoki, just a single mafia boss. Why? Do you want to make other people experience your own pain? If you know that pain yourself, then how can you be so unfeeling? Making light of life is the great sin of humanity. I believe it is my role to embody that message of God's on this earth. Well, to me, it looks like you're making light of life more than anyone else is. I'm glad. You've lost so much of your itch, and it's been so long since you've said something like that. You wouldn't be amusing any other way, Phil. That is correct. I'm inconsistent. Though I know the pain of losing a life, I take lives and pass on the sadness. And as that sadness is passed on and on, people will be unable to escape it without gaining God's forgiveness. Perhaps this is humanity's original sin.
And who is going to be able to forgive that?
Who knows? Perhaps an angel.
see. I think we'll go for like 1 or 2 more scenes. As midday passed and the Kuroima went on break for restocking, shopkeepers from the shopping district gathered there.
Jeanne-san, I really got to thank you. If you hadn't saved me, there might have been an even bigger mess in my shop.
Ah, don't worry about it. We should all help each other out when the going gets rough.
What are you sounding so smug for, stupid Jeanne?
Super dog, Fang.
Thanks to you, they're going to be after our shop now. How are we going to make up for this? Toho-ho-ho.
The chainsaw is wonderful. Because she gave everyone courage. We were able to chase them away together.
You fought pretty hard yourself, President. You were so cool.
And that's right. You were cool and did great.
No, no. Well, even I'm a bit of a man myself. I mean, that's not the point. The police keep telling us to call them whenever something happens, but they never help out. Even this shop got burned up by some people long ago, right?
Oh, but that was totally different. That was a big group of people trying to gather as much money as possible so they could supposedly help out the Japanese people with the aid of the occupying forces and use it to fight against all the foreign. Oh my god, it's the exact same thing!
Help they complain, just no help at all.
Well, that's why we all went together to put the fire out. Jeez Louise.
Jeanne-san, everyone, thanks so much for what you did back then. These people took me away and I got kidnapped and they had to rescue me for a story arc. And I given up, thinking that my store had burned down.
Our president had a huge role during that, though. He was carrying a bucket around and splashing it all over the place.
Is that true, President? He's such a bold old man.
Well, I guess I showed a bit of a hustle back there. I mean, no! That was only a little place, so it was no big deal. I might drive a dump truck into my shop. If that happens, it'll be over the floods. The police won't protect us. Thanks to Jeanne, we're gonna have tequila on our case. I mean, if I had any insurance, that would be okay, but like, seriously. We're done for.
He's like a One Piece character that has like a weird laugh and uses it a lot at the end of sentences. This man never got boring, constantly swelling with pride and shrinking in turn. However, the repeated harassment by Tequila's gang was becoming intolerable. Until now, the merchants had fended them off temporarily by handing over goods or change.
Those stopgap measures don't resolve nothing.
They all folded their arms and started mumbling that yes, they understood it logically, but the police and the MPs were in bed with Primavera. Even if they complained about damages, nothing serious would be done. And even if the perpetrators were caught, they'd be released easily. Just now, the people who hadn't to be gathered there had come to come to their aid. But that wasn't something they could rely upon all the time. When Tequila came back for revenge with a bunch of henchmen, everyone really would pretend they couldn't see anything. That type of person is vindictive when his vanity is wounded. He would certainly come to repay them soon.
That's right, everyone. There's no need to fear. We have an incredibly strong bodyguard, don't we? There. John-kun, you can fend off the killer no matter how many times he comes. Phrasing. But yeah. I was watching back there. You're incredibly strong.
John-san could handle any number of men like that. He is like a really badass bastard.
True. You're damn good. You're probably a big hero in the war. President will help pay his bodyguard fee, so please include us as the worst happens.
I'll, of course, leave it to our reliable bodyguard.
We'll pay too. Protect us too, please.
John-san is really strong. You can expect plenty on the house in the car,
Us too. I'll cut your hair at half price. If I hold it in the pan, I'll fix it for free. Johnson, we'll chip in too. Please understand if they go after us.
Yes, go ahead, everyone. Please leave all your troubles in the hands of a reliable bodyguard.
No, that's no good. As they thanked Leo like a Buddha, Jeanne spoke out forcefully. It's true that John is reliable. I'm sure we can find any number of henchmen tequila might bring. But even motherfucking John ain't gonna be here every day, right? I'll go shopping, go out on walks, and rest some of the time, probably. You aren't planning to put a doghouse in front of the shopping district and tie him up with a chain, are you?
Ooh.
It's not funny! Listen up, everyone. This problem affects all of us, right? You don't care as long as they don't go after your shop. You play dumb when they go after your neighbor. That's why no one ever comes to help you when they go after your own fucking shop. That's why you're forced to do what they fucking say.
They're all cheap talk. They're just a sales girl, aren't you? Don't you talk all tough when you aren't even a manager?
Oh! What are you doing, President? Well, of course you'd be okay with John's around. While he's around.
Of course. If we just have John, our bakery will be invincible.
And if John gets a cold and has to rest? What if he decides to take a visit to his hometown on days off?
Well, if that happens, then it happens. We'll have to pay out to smooth things over then. Violence just scary after all.
It's true, John Strong! He can't do everything! Sometimes he won't be around, and sometimes even he won't be able to help. What are you gonna do if John suddenly says his mom back home is sick? So he's going back to see her. Jeanne, while admitting that Leo was reliable, tried to explain that relying on him wouldn't solve the problem. You play dumb when they go after other people's shops, because of that no one will help you when things get tough. That was why they could just followed Tequila's unreasonable demands, unable to truly resolve the situation. Oh, you ain't just managers of your own fucking shops! You're also members of the Dawn Shopping District, right? If you let these punks go around finding fault with people and taking their money, the shopping district will fucking die! If you're only concerned with keeping your own shop safe, this whole shopping district will be destroyed.
Who is this Jeanne woman?
She's the bakery burger girl. A good-natured woman's been popular ever since the shopping district was established.
I imagine so. Sort of woman you can't afford not to hit on.
Uh-huh. She still loves her dead husband, so I doubt it'd be so easy.
I know. She already shot me down last night.
Oh, you're fast.
Failing to shut up a woman is an insult. Like saying they aren't even worth that.
Jeanne. No one knew any more of her name. She lost her family in the war and the Great Disaster and lived all on her own. However, her good nature, reliability, and youthful spirit might be called the billboard of the entire Dawn shopping district. True, she was just a bakery sales girl. But everyone couldn't help but respect her. Even Leo definitely felt a glimpse of that nature that drew respect while he listened to her speech.
She's an interesting woman.
Yes, she's a truly wonderful one.
She's a little like Rose.
Huh?
The way she talks with single-minded passion. And the way she charges them with the task of fighting together.
You're right. She's like the old Rose.
Oh boy, okay. I think this will be a place we leave for now, eh? When Leo is told, quote unquote, about the change in Rose. Okay, you guys, so yeah, this is where we're gonna stay for today. Seriously. Wow, the speed of the plot and everything is picked up. This is amazing, you guys. Oh my god. Seriously. I've had a blast tonight, and I hope you guys have had fun too. So yeah, as always, Tales is on Thursday, and we'll continue this on Friday. So until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.